Joe's Corner. But anybody that's seen my past videos knows that I stopped playing Call of Duty. A lot of it because of the hacking. There could be different reasons why people stop playing. But there's been an article out, it's been about a month or a few weeks anyway, that Call of Duty lost close to 50 million players in 1 year. And that's actually quite a bit. That's actually quite a bit too when you consider that PlayStation and Xbox, they charge for the monthly service, right? Some people have to pay $10 a month. Some people might pay by the year. So that doesn't just hurt, the Call of Duty franchise itself, but it also hurts the game makers, even PC. It could also hurt the franchise itself. Has really been hurting, really. And when I was reading the article, it didn't give too many reasons, but it labeled Pacific Games, so we're going to get into that. So Call of Duty is having pretty bad 2022, and the speed in which it's losing players is raising eyebrows over the video game community. While there has been some who are hoping that the next Call of Duty title could revigorate the franchise, there is growing evidence that it's losing players at a rather alarming rate for the moment. In fact, it appears that the things that Call of Duty players have been complaining about over the last year has caused quite a few of them to move away from the games. And that's one of the things that I didn't understand, that when you have a large number of players that are playing your game and are making the same kind of complaints about your game and you don't fix it and you ignore them, this is what happens. This is what happened when World of Tanks back in its heyday, the first few years, used to have 30 million people online playing. Used to have a hard time even entering the server. 33 million people wasn't uncommon. Now they could barely get a few thousand, right? And not 33, I'm talking about 33,000, I'm sorry, not million. So they've lost 2/3 of their players because they didn't address the complaints that people were making. And this is what happens when you, as a game maker, decide to ignore people. So there was a time that not long ago that Call of Duty Warzone was one of the most popular games in the market. It was in fact so popular that it helped the Call of Duty franchise surpass a couple of impressive milestones. There was a time when the series was amazing, as many as 150 million players per month. However, while their player count was once shooting up towards the stratosphere, it has been pointing downwards at a breakneck pace. So Call of Duty teases 2020 game groundbreaking innovations for Warzone sequel, right? And I was reading some of the other articles too, and I was just curious about what the complaints were, but it never really gets into the complaints. And I'm wondering if it's because of the hacking, because of the maps ain't the same, is it because of different things. So Call of Duty's bleeding players, according to Activision investors, right? Now Call of Duty has around 100 million players. That's just a whole lot of people. But the steepest decline in series has been since Warzone's been released, attributed to a sharp fall. And a lot of people have been complaining about Vanguard. I watched reviews. I haven't played it. I know there's some historically inaccurate things going on where Japanese are using German guns and Germans are using Japanese guns. So I have seen some of the complaints about that. But considering Warzone's free to play, but that's the problem too. A lot of times it might be free to play, but if you want to win, you're gonna have to pay, right? Warzone Decline won't become a surprise to the average Warzone player. The 50 million drop reflect what has been a disappointing year of updates to the game, including board and seasonal additions, disruptive balancing problems, and a new map that launched with the game breaking bugs. So when they mean by balancing problems is some of the guns might be overpowered while others are underpowered, and there are certain glitches that people can really use, and it kind of gets annoying as a player, especially if you're trying to play right when somebody else is taking advantage of those glitches. And so what they're trying to say is because they never fixed those kind of issues, that's one of the reasons why people left. They got tired of it. Activision increasingly seems to be banking on hopes of Infinity Ward, the fan favorite Call of Duty developer. The studio is working on a sequel to Modern Warfare this year, and doesn't really talk about same thing why people are quitting. So I'm just curious. I was going down through all the articles, and there's some videos on it, Call of Duty loss, and I just can't find anything, the biggest reasons why. And it could be, like I said, it could be different reasons. It could be what that one article we just read hinted at. It could be some problems with the guns not being balanced. It could be like I was saying, that there's some hacking going on that hasn't been unchecked. So nothing lasts forever. While Call of Duty is once undisturbed king, the first-person shooter, the fan favorite franchise could be losing its grip. The figures speak for themselves, and Netflix started to hemorrhaging subscribers. It seems that Call of Duty is following suit with the players' numbers. Another thing too, I was just thinking about, it could be that I'm wondering, these are global numbers too. There's no way, there's only 300 something, 300, I think 60 million Americans roughly. It's been a while since I looked at their current, how many Americans there are. So globally speaking, and I'm wondering if the pandemic affected a lot of people's jobs too, and a lot of people's playing time. That could be a big issue with this. And I'm wondering if that's part of the problem too. It could be a little bit of everything. But I know Vanguard, like the reviews, like I said earlier, I know Vanguard's got some problems. I know that there's been hacking problems. I know there's been balancing problems. I know a lot of people are just getting tired of it, and they're not going to spend hours and hours and hours trying to get to where other people might be already at there, ruining the game for everybody. So since Infinity War first released, Call of Duty 2003, we've seen series come a long way, from the muddy trenches of World War II to the tech-ravaging future, and even alternate realities with zombies and Nazis. We've seen it all, right? Vanguard was just another World War II rehash, and it sounds like fans really lost their patience. So let's see here, March 31 to March, monitor monthly active users, 20. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. A steady decline. And it's funny because that was about at the height of the virus right here. And I'm wondering if jobs had a lot to do with this. And I'm just curiosity. I'm wondering if there's been an active drop in PlayStation itself. How many people have been subscribing? That would give a key. Let's see. I wonder if we could look that up real quick. Yeah, it's what I suspected. I think this is going to be across the board. I think a lot of people can't afford gaming or don't have time for it. And I think that people are having to make tough financial decisions. So PlayStation Plus has lost subscribers. They lost me as a subscriber. Active users since COVID lockdown ended. For the first time, PS Plus experienced rather significant decline in subscription, losing 1.3 million subscribers in the last quarter. And so 1.3, you figured last quarter at $10. Oh, man, it's a lot of money. It really is. It's a lot of money. So you figure it's not just a subscription. So if you play Call of Duty, and some people might, say, I want to get this special gun. I might buy this map. I might want to add something to my character. So you're not just losing money for subscriptions overall. You're losing the in-game purchases too. So the Q1 report for Sony's fiscal year in 21 shows a noticeable decline of PlayStation. So the PlayStation itself is matching what we just saw with these numbers right here. So I think that it's not just Call of Duty itself. I think it's going to be across the board, but Call of Duty seems to have the biggest drop. And me personally, even though it's free to play, it's widespread hacking. You can easily download the hackable version where you don't miss a shot, everything, the money purchase, and people just get tired of it. Why in the world am I going to spawn into a game, play it fair? Somebody's killing me on the other side of the map. I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play a game that's really bad storyline like Vanguard is. After I've seen the reviews and I've seen what other people posted, I didn't even buy it. I'm not going to. Normally, I don't let YouTubers affect my opinion too much, but when they're spot on, right? And for video games and you companies out there, whether it's Rota Tanks, Activision, PlayStation itself, Xbox, when you have a number of people complaining to you about the same issues over and over again, and you refuse to address it, that's money out of your pocket. You're ignoring a big complaint, and you're making stuff that don't make any sense. I saw a YouTube quick video where somebody's making fun of Activision, where they don't fix the actual problems. Instead, they put King Kong in, right? And that's stupid. It was a stupid decision. And Activision should have fired whoever made that damn decision. They should have fired the people to prove that damn decision. So yeah, they're video game makers right now. They got some problems going on, man. So if you were PlayStation and you're Sony and you're Activision and you're Xbox and you're just these game developers, or you're the console developers, you're going to have to start listening to players. You're going to have to stop being ignorant, hard-headed, and stupid. That's just the way it is. Or you're going to lose out on everything. Anyway, thank you for watching Joe's Corner.